Hello, how are you? My name's Neil, and welcome to the Stock Investing Meetup here in Farmers Branch, Texas. Today is July 27, 2019. The goal is 50% ROI, return on investment. We have one portfolio each month, and the time horizon for each portfolio is 1 year. So the goal, the aspiration is to generate a yield of at least 50% in a year's time. So today is going to be a quick meetup. We'll take a look at the previous portfolios and then see some new stocks that'll be part of the July portfolio. As I like to remind you, the central question, the only question really is, are you making money? So it's a good idea not to get distracted by the noise surrounding the financial markets. You can keep track of the stocks in these portfolios, see how they are performing, whether or not the portfolio itself as a whole is generating a yield of 50% ROI on an annual basis. So I'm not recommending any of these stocks, but if you like, you can take a small position, and that way it will act as a prompt. It will trigger a check on the status. These meetups are held the last Saturday of each month. So the next one's going to be on Saturday, August 31st. Same time, same place. So let's take a look at the previous portfolios, December 2018 through June 2019. December, on the left, you see the prices at which these positions were entered into. Technical Communications, China Mobile, Denbury Resources, 3D, the printers, and so on. The stock marked in green on the right indicates that it's been closed. So Zion Pharma was closed at $6. So this represents no change really. And we have until December 2019, another few months to go, to see whether the portfolio as a whole gains 50% ROI. Jan 2019, the price is on the left. As of Jan 26, and as of now, as of market close, Friday, July 26, on the right. So there's a little bit of a drop, 2.5%. February 2019, the green at the bottom, Carvana, was closed at 75. And that indicates a gain of 24%. But we have until February 2020, and I wouldn't be surprised at all if the portfolio gains at least 50% ROI. March 2019 was quite a bit of a drop, primarily because of this one stock, Funware, Based in Austin, Texas, this company offers a platform to build applications in the mobile space that had a significant drop. As of yesterday, it was at $1.74, and the entry point was $13.69. So we'll see how this pans out until March 2020 for a 1-year time horizon. And that's a drop of 27%, mainly because of funware. So we have until March 2020 to see the portfolio as a whole, whether or not funware rises. We'll see what the ROI is. April 2019, a little bit of a drop of about 5.7%. And we have until April 2020. May 2019, the stocks you see in gray, those are on order. So AstraZeneca, the price level didn't reach the trigger point, and neither did Translate Bio. So this represents a drop of 4%. June 2019, just last month, the ones in gray are still on order. And this represents a gain of about 4%. So please keep in mind, it's a 1-year time horizon to try and achieve 50% return on investment. Okay. Next, let's take a look at some new stocks. These will be part of the July 2019 portfolio. Callan, which is based in Houston, Texas. Oil and gas company, good financials, strong company. They operate mainly in the Permian Basin, which, as you probably know, is the area in West Texas and Southeast New Mexico. This company has about 95,000 acres that they can explore in, 40,000 in the Midland Basin and 45,000 in the Delaware Basin. So this company's stock is currently trading at $487 as of market close yesterday, Friday, July 26th. I'd like to see it drop a little bit more, so I've got an order to buy at $295. Micron Technology, company based in Boise, Idaho. They make everything having to do with memory and storage of data. Company started back in 1978 in the basement of a dentist's office in Boise, Idaho. 4 people started it, and over the last 40 years, this company has achieved a remarkably strong position in the memory and storage area in the IT business. And nowadays, they also use AI to make their production more efficient and safer, and it enables them to bring products to the market faster. So these are the products they have, and other solutions. So this company is at the cutting edge of the memory and storage devices segment of the IT business. Its stock is currently trading at 47.49. I want to get in just a little bit lower, so I've got an order to buy at 41. Coty, company based in New York City, they have 77 brands roughly with sales of more than $9 billion. And the brands are quite well known. Most of them are household names. Everything having to do with cosmetics, skincare, fragrances, hair care, and those kinds of things. The brands they have are very well known: Burberry, Calvin Klein, Gucci, Tiffany, Balenciaga, Marc Jacobs, Miu Miu, Alexander McQueen, Lacoste, Stella McCartney, CoverGirl, Adidas, Clairol, household names. Trading currently at 11.10 as of yesterday's market close. I've got an order to buy at 8.90. I expect it will drop a little bit, and that's where I'd like to get in at 8.90. HollyFrontier in the oil and gas business, but they specialize in the refinery part of the chain of events that happens. So they have light products, which essentially means the fuel that is used by cars and other transportation modes, lubricants, asphalt, which the most common use that we know of is as the top layer for pavements and roads. So this is a result of mergers. Several companies along the way merged, and HollyFrontier, the name is derived from that. So their specialty is the refinery segment of the oil and gas business, petroleum industry. And they have several. These are just a few to give you an idea. So their stock is now at 49.60. In order to buy at 44 seems to make sense. Just a little bit lower. GNC, a chain of stores that offers health and nutrition related products, started back in the 1930s in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and grew over the decades. So they offer products in the health area, vitamins, protein drinks, and protein powders, and so on, energy products, bone support, cardiovascular support, all sorts of things. However, as you probably know, the brick and mortar retail business is shrinking as a result of online shopping that has increased significantly. And because people don't walk into a store as much as they used to, and because they just buy online, the FedEx guy delivers, these stores are becoming unsustainable, which is why GNC is planning to close as many as 900 stores. And this is a recent article, just July 23rd, just a few days ago. But I expect their fundamental strength will enable them to survive. They have a product range, they have some self manufactured labels, products, and they have sales of about $1 billion in that range and a long history of several decades. So possibly, it's just possible, it might become, or it might look like an attractive target for acquisition or some portions of the business. So we'll see how that pans out. Their stock is now at around $2, 203 to be exact, as of yesterday's market close. So that's where I'm getting in at market, and expect in a year's time it will yield a return of at least 50%, and that is the goal for all of these portfolios, including this one, July 2019. Next, company based in New York City, a smaller company with $170 million sales, which is in the corporate world, it's a small number. They offer services to companies that would like to manage their online presence, brand management, and so on. The company was founded around 2006, if I'm not mistaken. So it's a relatively new company, but that's perfectly normal because online marketing, the online presence that companies want to manage, that area itself is relatively new. So this company offers all sorts of services, search engine optimization, and data management, data-driven decision making, all that good stuff. And they have some good clients in various sectors. So their stock is at 22.34. I'll get in at market. It's fine. Hold it for a year and expect to see a good yield. We'll see how that pans out. Venator, this is a company based in UK, and they manufacture all sorts of chemicals. Their claim to fame being titanium dioxide. These chemicals are used in a variety of industries, a long list of applications for these chemicals that this company manufactures. Titanium dioxide, iron oxide, zinc sulfide, and so on. And their products are used in agriculture, and batteries, coatings of all kinds, construction, cosmetics, water treatment, plastics, pharmaceuticals. The one that seems a little worrisome is this food. What are they doing? Adding it to food. Well, if it's vegetable based, I guess it's okay, but that's a little worrisome. So just a little side note, when you're evaluating companies, it might be worthwhile to check whether or not the insiders are buying this company's stock, and they're obligated to make those filings with the SEC, so it's public knowledge. And it's just another item to look at when you're making your evaluations. So this company stock, although it's a UK-based company, it's listed on the New York Stock Exchange, closed at 410 yesterday, and I'll go in at market. Telecom Argentina, based in Buenos Aires, Argentina. They have more than 16,000 employees and a good reputation. So there's not much to say about telecom. It's a utility. They are trying to keep up with the technology, with fiber optic, and they offer all kinds of services, cloud-based, uh, communications, media, security, data centers, and so on. So that's pretty much what a telecom company does. Their stock closed yesterday at 1758. So that's where it would be okay to get in, but I've got an order to buy just a little bit lower at 1550. Pacific Drilling, company that does deep water drilling in the waters, in the ocean, off the west coast of Africa and in the Gulf Coast here in the US. So they have a few drill ships. I'll show you a couple of pictures. The company went through Chapter 11 restructuring not too long ago. And the profitability of a company like this depends largely on the price of crude oil, as you know. And if crude oil rises, the endeavor to conduct all of these offshore operations becomes worthwhile. It becomes profitable. You may notice each ship has this helicopter landing pad because people need to be transported between this oil rig and back and forth between the shore and the rig. So Pacific Drilling is at 834 as of yesterday. Just a tiny bit lower. I've got an order to buy at 7. And that's all I got, folks. 9 stocks that are in the July 2019 portfolio. And we have a year to go to see whether or not it makes 50% ROI. All of the portfolios. That's the goal. So our next meetup is going to be the last Saturday of August, which happens to be on the 31st. Same time, same place. Thank you.